Welcome back, Fiat fans. So I got a little present from Bob at Driving Impressions, a pedal booster. So he was trying to talk me into one of these things ever since I got the chip box, but I'm pretty skeptical on if I'll actually like it or not. I've got a Go pedal on my A-Barth over there, and I don't even use it. I feel like when you put that A-Barth in sport mode, it makes the throttle plenty touchy, and the Go pedal takes away some of the granularity to the throttle. But since my Spider is a Classica, I don't have the advantage of a sport button on it. And after owning it for 6 or 7 weeks, there have been times when I wish the throttle response was a little bit quicker. So maybe this will do the trick. Now the pedal booster says it is a unit for the accelerator pedal designed to improve acceleration and remove the delay from the throttle valve, increasing driving pleasure. It connects in just a few minutes directly to the electronic accelerator pedal through the original connectors. So let's see what's in the box here. Here's the little gizmo itself and the instructions and the cable. Get a little bit of Velcro with it too. Now they have 2 different versions. They have the Touch and the Connect. The Touch comes with a little doohickey that you select which mode you want, and the Connect uses a Bluetooth app on your phone. I opted for the Connect version so that I wouldn't have any extra wires coming out from the footwell. So let's get this thing installed. So the first thing you gotta do is remove your floor mat. Then you gotta pop these little plugs out. And then just remove these 2 bolts. 10 millimeters, of course. Once those bolts are removed, you can just pull out your accelerator pedal. And here's your connector. Underneath this tape here is the little release for the connector. You just squeeze it right here and the connector pops right off. This side of the pedal booster cable goes into the wiring harness. The side with the 2 lines goes towards the connector latch. Clicks in just like that. And then this side clicks back onto the accelerator pedal. And then this plugs into the pedal booster itself. Now you can feed the pedal booster up behind the carpeting to kind of get it out of the way. And then just tuck the rest of the cabling back behind the accelerator. And just jiggle everything around until it fits nice and neat in there again. Replace your bolts. Just snug these up just a little bit. And replace these little caps. Now you want to make sure this wire doesn't get in the way of accelerator pedal, of course. So you can use the included Velcro to find a place to stick your pedal booster somewhere. But since I'm probably going to yank it down and adjust this little trimmer at some point, I think for now I'm just going to tuck it behind the carpeting here. That'll keep everything out of the way while I'm testing it. Now that was really fast and easy. Let's see how it works. Alright, so y'all know how much I like to measure things, so I zip tied this brightly colored pencil to the accelerator pedal and hooked up a camera so I can record the position of the pedal in relation to how the computer is manipulating the throttle. I have this little yellow magnet here marking the 0 position, and that mark in the back there marks the full throttle position. Alright, in order to use the Pedal Booster Connect, you have to download the app for it. If you didn't want to deal with the app stuff, you could get the non-Bluetooth one. Once the app's installed, open her up. It's going to scan for the pedal booster. You select your pedal booster, click connect. And now you can change the pedal booster's modes. You have city, sport, and race, and plus. And the cool thing about plus is it lets you dial in exactly how much you want. And if you swipe to the right, you can actually see how much is adjusting the pedal by. That's actually a really cool feature. I'm going to start off with it off so we can set a baseline to see how the pedal behaves. without the booster.
Alright, so I have Torque Pro running, and I'm watching the pedal position as seen by the ECU, then the absolute throttle position, and we can compare that to how the pedal is moving down below. So I'm just kind of cruising here in 4th gear. I'm going to try and do like a linear pedal press to try to get a good range of how a pedal normally operates. Do a few more of those at kind of the same speed.
If you watch closely, you can see the first 50% of the slow press is relatively linear, but in the second half the electrical signal lags behind the pedal's physical position.
And I'll do a couple of fast pedal presses.
On the fast press, the electrical signal is definitely lagging behind, but it could also be the case that the press is too fast for Torque Pro to capture accurately.
It's kind of interesting to see the range of motion on Torque Pro. It doesn't really go from 0 to 100%. It's going from like 15% to 78%. Now let's switch the pedal booster into sport mode and see if it makes any kind of difference. Okay, I'm cruising along at the same speed. Didn't really feel a difference there.
You might not be able to feel the difference in this scenario, but you can see it.
Give it another one of those.
After about the first 25% of the pedal's physical travel, the electrical signal rises more quickly than the factory signal, then tapers back on the last 15% or so of the pedal travel.
Well, there's definitely a little bit more takeoff for it. Alright, let's give it some quick pedal presses, see if there's a difference there. Now let's switch over into race mode and see how it feels. Okay, taking it off, I can definitely feel a difference. Alright, let's do that slow pedal press.
In race mode, the signal rises significantly faster than factory.
Another slow pedal press.
It seems too fast for Torque Pro to record accurately.
And let's do a fast one. Oh no! I lost my pencil! Get the pencil out of the way so it's not a hazard. How about I just drive around a little bit with it on and talk about it? So you know, it's not a drastic change, which I'm actually kind of pleased with. The go pedal on the 500 makes it really twitchy. This is just kind of a mild improvement, which mild improvements is really what I'm looking for on this car. Yeah, no throttle lag at all. I like that. Now let me turn it off and see how I feel about it being off now. Yeah, you know, these aren't huge changes, but they're definitely noticeable. One of the things I like about this car is just how easy it is to drive, and I didn't want to make it twitchy or anything. And the pedal booster doesn't do that. So I think this is a win right here. Yeah, I'm putting it back in race mode. You were right, Bob. I like it. Woo! Yeah, baby. Flawless execution. Here you guys can get a quick view of the little meter that's in the app.
Looking back on it, I could probably have just shown you all this instead of doing the pencil thing.
That's a pretty cool little feature. on sport mode, city mode. City mode even still gives you a little bit of a differential. And I'm not giving the car more than like 50% or maybe even like a third.
If you have a Classica or a Lusso, I would say this is a must-have mod. The sport button on the Abarth does sharpen up the throttle a bit, but the pedal booster would be a nice add-on as well, since it lets you customize your accelerator responsiveness. Do you guys think it's worth it? Let me know in the comments below, and please subscribe if you aren't already. See you next time.